You birdies. Oh, try and sit on the couch tonight, all comfy and warm. Come from this angle. Let's see. Because I've had a bath. I'm in my PJs, so let's take this off. I was just getting ginger tea. So hopefully you can hear me because I'm going to sit back a bit and chill. I don't know why I've been sitting on the floor over there when I do it sometimes, just sitting there and on the cold floor. Just going to take these off now. You hear the birds in the background. No, you're not coming on, pal. You're not coming on YouTube. Stop being silly. They're in a new cage. We've got a new cage to show you at some point. We've actually was joking yesterday and called it Trump Towers because it's bigger, wider than the one they've got before, and it's got a perch. It's got like a penthouse at the top. So not letting them out for a couple of days, letting them get used to that new habitat, and then they can come out again. So I'll wait for a few more people to come in. But yes, I've got a new. This is so cute, and I just thought I'd drink out of this cup because it's very relevant for today. Me witch's mug that I've had for a while, and I've got this new little friend. This little owl is a tea strainer, put loose teas in, and I had one on a metal stick thing that you put in, and I thought, saw this when I was shopping today, and I thought, yes, this is cute. He looks like he's warming his tootsies up, having a bath. So what I've got in there is hot water and this ginger, like I showed the other day, with honey in it. So what I do is I slice some bits off it, stick it in the drainer bowl, and then put it in the hot water, and it seeps out. Natural way of doing it, making your own tea. And then I just put a bit of honey in it. So I'm going to let that stew and cool a little bit. But I think that's really cute. Especially sitting on my witch's brew cup, it's quite funny. It's quite relevant, this cup saying witches, authentic witches brew, you know, because lots of witches and wizards and sages and shamans, because they're all the same thing to me. So big up, you know, all the healers, all the light workers, all the same thing to me, working with energy, so, and knowing about the light. So no wonder I've been on that path of alchemy for quite a long time. As someone was saying in a comment today, and I was like, yes, well, you know, I have been on that, and it just makes more and more sense every day to me. Every day is amazing. Every day, like I've put in the title, this Earth show we're watching is just, it's just fantastic. So I'm just gonna, I've got something to show you, but I'm just gonna see if a few more people come in. I'll just give it a few more minutes. And I'm also showing, and if you're there, because it's saying there's a couple of people there, come and say hi. We could be lurkers, I haven't got a clue. And I am showing my review on this. I probably will do a proper review. Thought might as well, I've got loads of them. But my reaction to these that came today, because I haven't looked at them properly apart from the ones that came out today. So I'm going to be showing these at the end of the chat because they're just amazeballs. Amazeballs. So is anyone saying hi? Because I can see people, but nobody's saying hi. Are we lurking or not lurking? Are we good lurkers or not? Or are we the other side lurkers? I don't know. But I'm going to get chatting in a minute. I'll just keep smelling. I keep smelling my therapeutic essential oils, which is lavender, ylang ylang, never say that, or did I say it? And is it bergamot? But yeah, I find it quite calming. And what I tend to do with this is, I've got quite a few of these. I've got one box that's nearly empty, and then I've got another box of this Make Harmonise Aroma Care. It is 100% pure essential oil blends, and I put that in my bath before with Epsom salts. And what I do at night sometimes is I sprinkle it on my pillow when I go to bed. because it's got lavender in it, and that's good for sleep and rest. So yeah, and I was trying to remember a dream from today, because but Finn woke me up when I was sort of, I know it sounds a bit mad remembering what it was, getting to the good part, and then totally forgot when I woke up, because he woke me up in the middle of it, and I was like, and what I can't show you on camera is, when he came into my room, he looked, I said that today, he looked like a Buddha this morning, because he had this round him. Hi, Captain Cecil. Thank you for saying hi, because there's people there and people not saying hi. He had this on, which looked orange, and he looked like a little Buddha, like a little monk out of the Golden Child, and he was actually doing this. And I'm going to put the video up, because I can't show on here because I'm on my phone, because my internet's not working on me. It's not working, it's working on here. I'm going to put it on my community page, I think, of him doing all this on the floor, like meditating, and you see a light come from his head, and the orbs go across him, because he's putting out a lot of love, and he's putting out a lot of kindness when he's doing it. So that's beautiful. Like I said, I'll put that on my community page after. I'll just leave this. It won't have cooled down yet, my ginger, but because I leave drinks to go cold, it is ridiculous. So I've got to remember to drink that while I'm chatting now. There's just a few things I wanted to talk about. This is just a bit random. I'm gonna just show you a few bits that I was supposed to show earlier on today, because I was showing people these books. Hi Jojo, hi Dolly, it's been ages since I caught you live. How are you? I'm really good, Jojo. I hope you are too. I've been making some books for somebody who watches, and it's someone in America, but these are not going to America, they're staying in the UK. Gifts, and the handmade journals that I make, so I hope you can see in this light. But this was one I made a while ago, but they purchased that, and then hi Sue. Sue has seen me make these before, and this one, I love it, it's so cute. The person who it's for really loves cows, so I have shown this before. I designed the cow on the front. It's got a little bell on the side, a cow bell. It's got all this in there. Just in case this person does watch, maybe you'll just have to not look now. I don't know. Might be spoiling that. But, and then they're all handmade little paper clips on top. And then this one's pretty blank. It's, hang on a minute. It's all same papers. I'll get this one off there. And hang on a minute. Some are stuck together with the paper clips. They've just got a few little bits in them. A few little bits, you know, you've got bits of card to put photographs on. This is all for writing on if you're a journaler and you love journaling. And some pages, there's a little piggy paper clip, but some pages have like little pockets, and they might have just a few papers in to write on and a few stickers or whatever. And mainly just have little tags in them so you can write on them. And like I said, the pieces of card inside are for sticking photographs on. Like at the back of the book, it's just got a few pockets in with a few little extras in there to write on. And I just think it's so pretty, and it came out really well. I think it's so cute, you know. Yeah, Jack agrees. And the little cowbell, like I said, so it just fastens up here by this is sari silk, and I'm quite chuffed about that, and I'll be chuffed when this person receives it. Of the joy they'll get out of using it gives me a lot of joy. So that's why I say, when you're making creative things, people getting them and giving joy out of someone, getting joy out of my creations, that's why I love doing what I do. So they're absolutely beautiful. I will be doing journals. I will be doing a lot more after Christmas, and soon there'll be a lot more like spiritual witchiness books. Me and someone were talking about today. I said, yes, that's what I'm thinking of doing. But you can ask for custom made ones, but I'll do it in my own design. Could get some in before Christmas, but it might be a bit of a pain now. So Jack's agreeing, or Nana's agreeing, but definitely after Christmas. So if you want to order one or look out for one, please go on my Instagram, Dolly Llama Designs. That's the name of it, and you'll see me with the llama teddy next to me. But I just wanted to show you them for the people who are interested in crafts, creations, people who love journaling. I love journaling. I write a lot of stuff down, and it's nice to have a handmade, not mass-produced, supporting small businesses. And that's just not me, that's all people out there, you know, because it helps people live their lives, doesn't it, instead of these massive big corporations, as we all know. I'll be talking about this at some point. You might need to get one of these, people. It's just one of them cheap £1 paper masks, but I'm gonna paper mash over mine a bit weird. But I'll talk about that. So just have another drink. So I know Mark Atwood was on before and that. Jack or Nana, you're not coming out. So all I wanted to say was basically, if these birds stop screaming. What? Is this light quite bright? Hang on. You're always busy. Like, I know, I'm always keeping busy. I have a lot of energy. I've got this gorgeous scarf today as well, because you can't tell on there. It's a bit... Right, you two. You know, this is like a nude, probably doesn't look in on a nude peachy sort of scarf, but I wanted a thinner one, and I didn't know it had twinkles on it, so I'm quite chuffed it's got twinkles on it. I think I'm going to put it on twinkles. I think I had it on this morning, didn't I? It's quite nice, because I've got a big scarf and I don't like the colour of it. So I treat myself to that. Oh, my little bird Sue. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it, Sue? My little tea strainer I got from Morrison's. My new one, because my other one's got a bit back. So I got that to put my ginger in. These quite nice sitting there. So there's not a lot of people in tonight, but that is fine. So like I said, right, hang on a minute. Why do these birds get loud every time I'm on here? It's like, sort of, if I can take out a bit. It was about, oh, I can't even hear myself. Right, you two, stop screaming. What are you doing? No. Naughty. Mummy's talking. I don't know, Sue, it was probably about, trying to think off the top of my head, it was probably a £5 or something, I don't know, but I just thought, I had the one with the stick on and I've had it for ages, and I just thought, you know what, it just looks really cute. It's that perched on the, no wonder them two are shouting, perched on there, probably getting jealous. But like I said, I'm just dead excited. I don't know about everyone else, but this might have to move upstairs. Are you going to keep squawking? If they carry on, I'll have to move. If they carry on, I said if they carry... They took over the house, these birds. Honestly, I'm like... I'll carry on. If they get too loud, I might just go upstairs and do it from my bedroom and sit on the bed. So basically, I was just saying that, you know, I talked about this earlier on, but I'm just absolutely amazed with what's going on right now. Oh, God, yeah, with the Earth Show. We'll call it the Earth Show. That's what a lot of people call it anyway. We know it's a show. We know it's a movie being played out. Most people do. Most people who are awake, not woke, there's a lot of people woke, but awake, know, you know, in the spiritual side of things, it's amazing. Right, right. I don't know whether to cut off or just take you upstairs and then bring all my stuff back. Let's go upstairs, because this is not, they're just going to carry on. So, if you'd like to follow me to my boudoir, and I'll just have to come downstairs for all my stuff, because it's just not going to happen, is it? No, because Nana thinks she's like a mega celebrity or something, bird-wise. Wants to be on camera all the time. Oh, tell you what. No, not really. I've had Jack for a bit. Nana's new, so the lighting's going to be a bit odd in here till I get my other light up. So let's just try and situate myself. Right. So you're just going to have to bear with me for a couple of minutes while I go and get all my other stuff. So you can just stare at my lamp a minute. What's going on there? Let's get rid of me thingy. Yeah. Got to go and get my other bits. Let's see. I've just got to get my other bits. Let's see if this light does anything. Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. I don't know which colour. Well, we'll check it out in a minute. Right, I'll just go and get the rest of my stuff. Ooh. Right, I need to get situated now. Right, this should be less noisy with those birds. So that was just hilarious. Hi Effie, hi everyone. Yeah, I was downstairs and I'm in my pajamas anyway, but I was downstairs and the birds were tweeting, so I just thought, this is ridiculous. It was too loud. Nana's trying to get in on the act yet again. So I just thought I'll have to come up here instead. The lighting's not brilliant. Actually, would it be better if I actually put the big light on? Let me have a look. Only because I've got some cards to show you and they might not show up as well. Let me check this lighting. It's a bit green. Do I actually need it on? Or is it that one? Ooh, where's that coming from? I don't know. Hi everyone, I'm just messing around with the light and maybe it needs to be a bit nearer. Oh, I don't know. Right, so is that any better? Oh my god. Oh, actually, that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Oh, we're getting silly billies in. Yeah, it's bound to happen, isn't it? Oh, there is somebody, isn't there? I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you know, triggered. So if you just came in, I was just showing you these. Maybe they got triggered by the Jewish star. Not Jewish. I was just showing off these journals that have been custom made. A little cow with a bell on, and the other one that has been seen before, but he's going with that one as well. So I was just showing them off. I've been talking about journaling. So I don't know whether to do I raise this up or what. I'm not sure. A bit higher. So yeah, I was just saying, I'm just amazed by the whole thing that's going on. No, I still don't think this lighting does anything. Let me switch it back off again. I need the ambience of being in the bedroom. Oh my god, got some journal. Thank you, Effie. Was you in earlier, Effie, or was that somebody else? Because I thought you were in early, and then I thought, well, actually, I don't know if it was. What is this doing? It's supposed to. Why is that light not going down? Well, that's it going up. I just have to have light bouncing off my face or something. I'll have to do bad lighting, but there you go. I don't know where I'm supposed to put this light. Is it better over there? Is it better over there? I'm not quite sure. Obviously not very good with the lighting, am I? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, getting hot now. I'm going to take my socks off. Hi, turn. My computer was on pause. I've been watching Dolly's Wall for 5 minutes. I don't know if anyone went and checked out Roseanne Bath, but it was great. I still need that wall around my house. What wall? What wall? What wall? I'm done working in the shower from... Oh, well, like I said, I'm going to be doing a review on this. So it was just basically saying this Earth show is amazing. And I'm seeing more and more people wake up. I've been talking to people today and they're saying more and more people are waking up. Even my son, my eldest, is like, who wasn't, by the way, he's like, this is all like just stupid and rubbish. I'm like, talking about the virus and other things. And I'm just like, yeah, someone else quite close to me is waking up as well. I'm like, yeah, people are beginning to wake up. But I think what pushes the dark pushes us to the light anyway. That's obvious. It's obvious in a lot of things. And I will be talking about a lot of stuff on Monday. But I'm going to save that for then anyway. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I think it was Deanie. I don't know if it was Deanie in chat. Yeah, Deanie, was it you before when we were having a bit of a conversation in the comments before about when I was talking about Roseanne and, you know, about how they were talking about, oh, I had the name before, the book of, I can't get it because it was on my phone and I'm using my phone, so that's gone now. But when I was talking about Roseanne, she go back to sleep, and the video they did, and it was talking about, and I was talking to Susie Q, who's, I don't think she's here. No, she's not in yet. Oh, it's your dad's birthday on the 21st. That's good. Hi. You know, all the stories of all the religions have the so-called, 12 disciples, rose on the third day, all that, because it's all the same, and it's to do with the stars. A lot of us know that, and if you're into alchemy, which I've been into for years, I've known that anyway. And I think, Dina, you said, didn't you? Oh, yeah, it's in there, and they will say it makes more sense to be, that because I think you put a video up, which I've seen before, the Son of God. The Son of God. It's not the S-O-N, yeah, Ra. It's the S-U-N. Yeah, and that's why I said before with the whole Israel, and as you said, Israel, Ra, Israel. Like I said, this represents as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Stands for spirit. Ra stands for mind. When they're balanced together, it's manifested of consciousness, represented at L is Ra L, and the L is the God within us. And I was telling my mum today, and she was like, hi. She was like, I don't believe in God. And I was like, because we've not come from a religious family, but I was like, yeah, but Mum, it's not a guy sat on a cloud. Do you know what I mean? It's not a guy sat on a cloud. It's it's an energy, it's frequency, it's light, whatever you want to call it. Like the sun is plasma. What are the orbs? Same thing to me. And I just think, oh, this is going to wake so many people up from being atheists. And I think some people go through it all because they think that when they go into the religious side, they think everyone's nuts saying it was a man. Whether Jesus was a man on earth, which he most likely was, son of God, because he knew about it, just like all the other enlightened masters did when they tried to talk about it, and we know what happened. So when you watch that one with Roseanne, it just makes so much sense, and it's always made sense to me because, like I said, I've been into alchemy quite a long time. And I said about, the son of God, father and mother, moon and sun, they sort of chase each other, don't they? And if you, like the thing you put up, Deanie, where, the sun died, weeks ago, you can be a new person every day when you resurrect every morning when the sun comes up. So people go on about pagan, I wouldn't say paganism, you could say paganism. Some people, isms are supposed to be like Satanism, when they put an ism on it. I believe pagan, just like it says in that thing, pagan, high astral thief, was Christianity before Christianity, and then the church came in and tried to muddle it all up. So when people go on about, oh my God, pagans so evil, like sun worshipping, it's like, what do you think that is up there? They used to worship the sun because they know it grows food. You're a light being, it's solar being. Do you know what I mean? Plants, stuff like that. We get warmth from the sun. All that stuff most of us know. Why wouldn't you be doing, or why wouldn't have them been doing? Because without that sun, Earth dies anyway. So it makes sense. But also, I lost track then. Some people say, yeah, but pagans do all the sacrifices. No, pagans don't do all the sacrifices. There's good pagans and bad pagans. There's pagans that have done sacrifices, and it's been a bit more than a chicken, if you get what I'm saying, these satanical ones. It doesn't mean that they don't worship sort of the bits and all that, but they like to destroy it. They sacrifice something to earth, which I don't think is in a good frequency out. There's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad in every religion. There's good. It doesn't mean, if you're not into religion, it doesn't mean there's not good people in religion. There is, but they've twisted that. There's good and bad in everything. Like I said, there's good Jews, there's bad Jews, there's good white people, there's bad white people, there's good black people, there's bad black people, so on and so forth, because the dark and light is within us all, and it's depending on what you choose to do. So when people really go back, what were they, not Gnostics, it's like, do people do the research, honestly? Why wouldn't you be praising the earth? People going about Gaia. Well, you're praising Gaia then, aren't you? The sun's part of our solar system. Our our godly body, heavenly body above, because that's what it is, with the tree of life above as well, the golden tree. It's like, I just don't know where people are coming from. They put things out there to scare you, and to put things out saying, oh, like witches, they're pagan, the pagan thing and all that. It's like, no, witches are the same as sages, are the same as witch doctors, are the same as shamans. They all know about the earthly things, and they all know about magic with the sciences, which is energy anyway, quantum, so on and so forth. You could just go on and on and on, because every story is the same story, just like Roseanne said in that video. It's just different names, different characters, but really they're all the same. But the Son of God is not the S-O-N, it's the S-U-N. Light given, and everyone's like, oh my God, sounds like, it's like, oh, it's pretty easy. My neighbour is a shaman. Do you know what my term? We're all shamans, we're all witches and wizards. When you start realising how you manifest, and you know, it doesn't matter what you think this place is. Some people say hologram, some people say this. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we do bring our manifestations, just like it says on here again. I'll read it out again. Light worker, I've been researching the local area and all the churches on ley lines and on previous pagan sites. Yeah, and there's pagan sites, because they're the ancient things, and then there's pagan sites. But like I said, this again, as above, so below. That's why the triangle's down and triangle's up. Feminine and masculine together, not separated, is Ra. El is spirit. Ra is mind. Physical, non-physical, you know what we've been talking about. Balanced, because that's all we've been talking about. 21 and 10. A manifest of consciousness, because it's about the realms of consciousness, represented as L, which is God within us. And that's I'm trying to tell my mum this today. Went, I don't believe in God. I went, yeah, but God is within you, mother. She's never got me. So, yeah. And that's a story that I'll probably talk about next week, of the relationship with how my mum sees things and how I see things. Proper bonkers. But people go in fear. And people don't want to research sometimes. It's like, no wonder you go on like you do, because, you know, when you do come to your little epiphanies and your little awakenings, because you have many, by the way, you don't just have one. When you wake up again. 22 and 11. Master numbers in the house. Start to love life more and more and more than you did before you were awake to. You might have been awake to some stuff, but awake, and then the more it comes in, I'm just like, wow. Even with all the so-called evil and the so-called dark and the so-called numpties out there and the so-called haters and the so-called whatever, it's brilliant. Just like I said before, 21 and 12, resonating, syncing in the numbers. When Roseanne Barr did the video, please go and check it out on my community page, Roseanne Barr's channel, and listen to it with Phil. Like I was saying, there's a window of time when the light comes in. If we're all knowing that, it will bring the light in within yourself as well, that God light. I've said and said and said before, once humanity wakes up, like is Rael, stick myself in the face with that, and everyone becomes balanced, which they will, it's going to be a beautiful place. No one's going to be hating and trying to compete and trying to do this and trying to do that. It's going to be a beautiful place. So, like I said, whether that comes in quick or not over the next few years, why Trump's in. That's why he knows, because his mum read him the Bible. His mum read him the Bible. Womanly, I don't know what the word is, womanly figure. His mother read him the Bible. Big difference, because some people can read the Bible and not see what's within it, because it's the way you interpret it, which is to do with the way people are interpreting things today and perceiving things. So like I said, it's not because we're really right or wrong or this, that and the other. People are just perceiving certain things, but they're perceiving at the minute of the dark perceptions. Dolly, I reckon when your mum's ready to question what's going on. Yeah, it's not even the question of what's going on. She's not even bothered. It's the whole thing of like, God. I used to have a problem, not a problem, saying God. They always said source, and you will hear me still say that, but I know God is real. And then people go, oh yeah, but it's dog, it's like, oh, for God's sake, it depends what's in your heart and your intent with it at the end of the day. And when you think of dog, man's best friend, there you go. You could look at it that way, couldn't you? So, you know, and the more and more you pull that light in, you do get more of the dark coming after you a little bit, stuff like that, because they feed off the light, as most of us know. And it's a bit like, oh no, that one switched the light on, we need to dim it down, but we don't. And L shows up as a, my mid-name is Russell, and it means red-haired, red-skinned god. Well, that's funny. Slam Dunkus is it. My sort of like Irish family name, hi Kelly, is Sons of Red Eyebrows, Vikings with red hair, maybe, and could have even gone back to the Norse. I actually, it's going to sound mad to some people, but not mad to everybody, 17 and 13. Thinking about certain stuff now of the past, because, you know, it's a bit like you said, future proves past, the past proves future. I'm like, do you know what? When people start realising what they think they were in a past life and how it's fitting into today and really knowing what you were, I know what I was. I believe what I was. Can anyone guess? Even going back to when I had my quantum healing, and I'm like, oh my God, it makes so much sense now, like joining the dots. Not for anybody else, so no one can say anything out there going, she's just this, she's just that, she's lying, where. You know, you've got some right moaners out there. It's like, no, you don't know my life, all my life. I don't share it all in it. Or, and it's my truth. Do you know what I mean? Anyone guess? I need to ask question therapy. Yeah, well, mine went. I thought I went in the future, but who knows? It could have been the past, but it could have been both. But then I saw quite a lot, and it did go on for a long time. I don't know. Maybe no. If I was doing a job, sort of thing, what do you think I'd be doing? And it shows back in my past as well. So I'm like, oh my God, that's why. I've always had that, you know, and everyone has different pulls to different things, but yeah, in a way, Kelly. So what's one of them like a painter? In a sense, but that's, I don't want to say the words, that's a thing that helps people with. Oh, thank you. Effie has put Roseanne Barr and it's Billy Phillips. I thought it was Billy Phillips in the live chat. You need to go and watch that. It's amazing. A teacher. Sue says a teacher, and Effie says a healer. Yeah, both, because of my past. Yeah, of time. I was just thinking today. I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Like, a lot of things are making sense now with our senses and our higher senses, and putting the dots together is like, that's just why I say you put the dots together with Q and you'll learn about the physical world's corruption and shit going on, and then you'll link all that together, and then obviously you come through to knowing it's a spiritual war and all this stuff, but then you'll come into the truth of your own self if you're doing the work and doing the research, knowing that that's still a part of it. People try and go, that's separate, you've not got to look at it. No, you're aware of it because it's physical and non-physical. Remember, it's that war going on is out on earth. That's what I believe anyway, and it is happening because that's what's going on. It's a beautiful thing that's going on, even though to some people you're like, it's a beautiful thing. It's like, it's a really beautiful thing. It's quite divine in the orchestration, is it? Which we are in a symphony. I used to be a teacher. So, you know, any naysays out there? Yeah, I used to be anyway. And I used to look after elderly people. And I've always been in that thing of talking to try and help people. Love talking to people. You know, I'm a chatterbox. I've always been a chatterbox. That was in my school report, was if she actually stopped talking and did more work. And I was like, oh. But I always wanted to be in that, like, maybe a nurse, or maybe like I said, I worked at a nursing home anyway with the elderly years ago. So there was always that sort of thing. I used to always have, like, I've always been into witchy stuff. I always like films with witches, sages, that sort of thing that people say fantasy, but most of us know it's not. That always been attracted to that sort of stuff. And I remember in a meditation once years ago, with a guy that I was seeing at the time. I have said this before. We went to this house and had this 6 6 weeks of like circle meditation. It was like one I think it was a Thursday night at this house and people were there and we just went along and you just paid a couple of quid for some biscuits and a cup of tea. So you paid for the actual thing. Went to do the meditation and it was she taught you through it like when I did mine, and then you'd see things, then she'd ask you what you saw. And I saw a woman with white hair and a white long dress, and I saw a pestle and mortar, which I'm after because I've got one and it's tiny. And I thought it was a big one, and it's not. And yeah, it was pestle and mortar with herbs in it. And then who knows about the dream I had about 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I was thinking, thank you, Elizabeth. Two weeks ago. Did I just say 2 weeks ago? 2 years ago, was it? The go back to earth, you're healing, you're going to heal others. So I can't not really listen to myself anymore, can I? Not think, oh yeah, it's probably just all in my head, and it's like it's not. It totally makes sense. Like everything's making sense at the minute. Yeah, I got this. I ordered this the other day, Jenga, for like a Christmas stocking filler. Talking about little things, because I'm really after a big pestle and mortar. Anyone knows where you can get them at a good price? I haven't seen any. A proper one, stone one or whatever. And it came, and I got it. It's about that big. I have shown it on here before. I ordered Jenga, the big Jenga. It's not big, is it? Like, I was laughing at that. Yeah, but we'll have to try online. It's because I go on eBay a lot. We'll have to try elsewhere. So, like I said, is anyone in chat who knows, how the universe works? Are you just loving what's going on at the minute? I used to know down. Well, funnily enough, I said to Kelly, who's in chat today, oh my God, there's this charity shop that's a bit scruffy, and I kept thinking, I wish they'd do it up. It looks so much nicer. And they were shutting down because of what's going on, like blah, blah, blah. And they've had a new face put on the front and it's all pretty. And I'm like, that just shows you something's going down, because they won't be redoing it up if, like, people weren't going to start shopping, and they've opened up again. And then I went in Morrison's today and I was amazed. I don't know if I said this before. The shelves have gone higher and there's more food in. And I walked in with my son and I went, I felt like I was on a different plane. I was like, when did they do this? Like, why have the shelves, they just seem to have grown upwards. Like they've got extra shelves. And I was like, that's bonkers, because I go in quite a lot and I was like, where, what? And then some of the food stuff I normally get was a bit cheaper, and I was like, is it what? Have I just walked onto and like, what the hell's going on? So I was looking around my surroundings going, what? But it's nice that the charity shop's done that. Sometimes see pasta. Yes, Sue, I think it's just started open again, so I'm gonna go in the charity shops, because I did see one a few years ago. So I'm gonna put the intention out there, everybody, that I'm gonna find one in my charity shop. It will be there. It will be there. I'll put the intention out. I'll find one, so I'll get one for a good price. So I don't really want to spend a load of money. That was mad. Something differently going on. Definitely, Kelly. Start noticing your surroundings, because that was weird. I was just like, I think ages manifestation. Oh, in my head. Oh, that charity shop. It's a shame because it's really scruffy at the front, and the sign was all. It's been all painted blue, indigo blue, by the way. Got a laugh. And it's all been redone up, and I thought it's about time, because it's been quite shabby for a bit. And it's a good charity shop. I love charity shops. You find so many good things who like charity shops. So it's just like, and it's a charity shop, Sue and Kelly, because Sue and Kelly know me from ages ago. That, do you remember when I had the synchronicities in the charity shop, and even with your cup, Kelly, that you sent me with hot chocolate that time, and my mum got rid of the cups, and then I got them 2 cushions, and Finn had that teddy, and it was the same teddy, and it was like 2 teds. Some people won't know what I'm going on about, but I was like, it's the Synchronicity charity shop, so I'm going to put that intention out there that there's going to be one in my Synchronicity charity shop. Those who've been watching me for ages will know what I'm going on about, others won't. It's up and down with my mood swings. Really, mood swings? Usually everything's HD, weird all day. So what you all feeling at the minute and seeing, or have you been noticing any, like, where's that just popped up for more? Holding the right timeline is tough, but well worth it. Oh, definitely is. That's why I've been trying to, I got a bit fingered the other day, because it's a bit like, look, people, You've got to have no doubt and stay on that timeline. That's really, to me, lockdown's been a blessing, because as much as people miss people, you're not been around people that much who might be negative, that are trying to bring you down in that shifty timeline. Do you know what I mean? Why it's all going on. So, but like I said, more people are waking up. Yeah, you remember. Do you remember? And I was like, oh my God, it's well weird. That's where I started awakening as well. That's one of my awakenings, because you have a lot of awakenings where synchronicities was coming in. Obviously, you get the numbers and everything. I will find one, yeah. I'm going to put the intention out, because I have been thinking about it, so I just need to put that out there. Maybe draw it. Visions off the scales. Yeah, I got an 8-pointed star, and it was like little that way and long that way, and then it reminded me of the Bethlehem star, but it was coming in from afar, and I've been getting stars quite a lot, loads of stars, like stars and stars and stars, coming in, doing this again, like I said a few weeks ago with the angel wings, doing this, coming down to me, bigger and bigger. It's just this, as if it's sending frequencies of boom, boom. And I did put a video up before. Yeah, and I put a video up before of the orbs again, and we've had little gold ones in and everything. So I know there's a lot of energy coming in right now, pulling it in. And like I said, I will try and put Finn's video up on my community page. Kelly, you've seen Finn's video, haven't you? Did you see the light come off his head? Big old boom. Because he was connecting, and he was like this, because he does go to a school, yes, where they do go to church now and again. He's not religious, but they do a bit of praying in the to Church of England school anyway, assembly, and there's nothing wrong with it, because I've heard what he says, and it's very cute, because it's all about being kind to your friends. Like I said, don't mean it's all bad. So when he did this, and you've seen me before when I've done things and I've sat on the floor and shown you the orbs in past months and months ago, where I sat like that and all the orbs came in, because I was in that mode of it's cone shape, bringing it in. A bit like the Christmas tree, I see that as my little light tree at the minute with the star on the top. Mine ain't got a star on the top to enlightenment. We go up the Christmas tree like Jacob's ladder, the coil up. Remember when I said when you're spiraling up, getting tingles in my fingers, enlightened star at the top of there. So that's what I see my Christmas tree as. Crying release toxins also from our bodies. Yes, crying is releasing toxins. Hard to settle into reality that we are the creators. It is, but when you realise it's a bit like, we can have some fun with this, but nice fun, you know what I mean? It's to be for everyone as well, to create heaven on earth, heaven on earth. We are the storm now, and soon will come the calm, or rebalance, perhaps Yeah, I think that as well, Captain Sea Salt. I don't know if it's like, we know there's something going on, but like I said before, I don't know if it's going to be a big solar flash. I actually believe it's coming in now anyway, like the orbs, they are light, so I believe it's coming in frequencies like that. Tiny flashes in your eyes, like flashed like before it happened to me yesterday. Oh, really? What do you mean? Have you had, tiny flashes in your eyes? Like, yeah, you probably see an orb. I could get that with twinkly orbs, What did I just say then? I don't know what I just said. What did I just say then? Yeah, I've got to be doing more smoothies. Anyone got any good recipes for some nice tasty ones? I need more carrot ones. Well, I have to put apple in it, it sweetens it up, and then it is quite nice. I've got a juicer. It was a welcome by far. Oh yeah, I was saying metaphoric or whatever. So, or if it's just going to come in waves next year, pick up, and it's all the whole rebalancing, which it will be. There'll still be stragglers. Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm thinking it will go. And like I said, we're here to heal them over maybe the next 4 years and that, a couple of years. But we'll just see it's better, because it'll be so much easier to bring in certain things in, and just a lot more easier. So who knows? But we know we're going to a good rebirth, and a good way. And and the thing is, people want to rush. Why rush when you're giving your body time to recuperate, time to draw in these frequencies, draw in this light? It couldn't have just been a flash anyway. And I think even people who think they've done it, well, we haven't. You haven't. There's probably more things coming we don't know of, certain energies, certain frequencies. So I don't think we should act like we all actually know, because there'll be things hidden that are going to be spectacular. I mean, what did Q say? The last one will be magical. Rory Duff, who is a to say it's a lot of stuff is going on via the energy lines. Yes, there is, like, worry. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know, you've got the Schumann resonance, got a lot of stuff going on because Gaia's, you know, changing, and I say rebirthing into a star. I've said this before, and we are as well, because we go with her. She's taking her children with her, and I look at it like the Son of God, so the energy God, whatever, and then you've got Mother Earth. Is because this stuff's been going on in 3D with the children. You know what I'm talking about. She's shaking this badness off. She wants to rebirth to get all this off, and then God doesn't want us. I don't mean doesn't want us. God wants to help his children as well, children of God, which we all are. So he's helping with his light, and she's helping with her energy, and it's that, to me, that feminine and masculine, you know, thing, father and mother. That's how I sort of see it. You know, they're not going to let this go on forever and ever with their children. It's time for a change. It definitely is, and I think the more and more people have been in lockdown, they've realised that going back to normal, because it never was normal. We don't. Who wants to go back to normal before the virus? It won't be like that. And the virus are getting attacked, and they will be going down, because we all know the virus isn't really the virus. It's the cabal. It's the whatever you want to say they are. Those people who've been in cahoots with everything. You know, they're going to be arrested and seen, and whether that is the whole thing, that, you know, playing their part. I'm fine with all of it, and it's pushed me to the, like, haters, naysayers on all realms, on here, out there, past, present, and probably future, whatever, I don't know. Past, when I was younger, it's all pushed me to where I am today, which pushed me more and more and more to the light. It didn't push me more and more to the dark. It was like, fuck that. I don't want to be that. I'm gonna do it. I don't want to do what you're telling me to do. I don't want to be like you. And I've had that growing up, and it always bonkers. Like I said, it's amazing at the same time. So, Team Dark, I call them. Yeah, call them what you want. Play on. Coconut water. I don't think I'm into coconut water. I'm a bit iffy with coconut, apart from oil. Like when you use it on your face or wherever. Spinach, cucumber. I like banana, spinach, dates. If I do have a bit of milk in it with water, I have me oat milk. Or is it oat milk or rice milk? But yeah, I need some more juicy ones without bananas in. But I do like carrot juice with apple in, ginger. I haven't got any carrots in. Because when I tried it without the apple, but it's nice. And then I've got my quinny juice that I've not done yet. I've got to remember to do that tomorrow. I've got my big oranges in, and the limes, which I might squeeze after. Apple juice then. Ooh, apple juice. Yeah, apple juice. But I have got a fruit juicer thing, so yeah. It's a banana, but you have it frozen. It's more of a smoothie. You freeze the banana, and then you put it in, because I've got a bullet thingy, bullet smoothie thing, with ice cubes, loads of spinach. I want loads of spinach. If you want milk, that's what I use. Put that in with a couple of dates, because it sweetens it up a little bit. And sometimes a blob of peanut butter. It's nice. Some people go, oh, it's really nice. And I forgot to get my avocados in today, because I love smashed avocado toast with chili peppers and pink Himalayan salt. I should get a new one off today, because I've ran out, because I have it on absolutely everything. Pink Himalayan salt. It's a bit like putting, you know, if you have water with a bit of it in, because I drink distilled water, it's a bit like electrolytes. And this is ginger tea, natural ginger. There's ginger in there that I've chopped up with a bit of it. So I'm on the ginger tea. So now I'm going to do my review on these gorgeous decks. You know, I'm into decks, and I've always shown them now and again, or, you know, I've got more and more into them, showing you, because I am quite connected to them. And I am going to do a tour on them, because I've got quite a lot, and I got this today, and it was a Christmas present to myself, but I couldn't help it, because they're so beautiful. So I'm going to show you my reactions to these pictures, because I haven't looked at them properly, but apart from the ones you saw this morning, it's called The Sacred Rebels Oracle. That shouted to me, because I'm like, I'm a sacred rebel. I don't do as I'm told. And it's by Alana Fairchild. I do love her stuff, by the way. Guidance for living a unique and authentic life. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. And on the back of the box, because you can get smaller decks, but I love them when they're this big and they come in the proper boxes. They're dearer, but I prefer these bigger ones, the little ones. You can get like rip-off ones, but sometimes the pictures are not as light, but just it doesn't mean it's right or wrong, because I have got smaller decks as well anyway, but I treat myself to a big one. Do you know what made me laugh on the side of this box? People who do it. You know, I go on about Indigo 7, and I was going on about a Blue Angel energy yesterday, and you saw the blue orbs, if anyone saw it. It's called Blue Angel Publishing. Not a coincidence, is it? Can you see? That's a laugh. So it says on the back, it says, this stunning deck is dedicated to you, you who wants to live your life, unique, inspired life, and share your life with the world, what the world has to, what the world as a sacred offering. Sacred Rebels Oracle is for those who are ready to celebrate and nurture their individuality. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. People moaning about other people. It's like individuality, people. People go on community, it's like, yeah, but it's about individuality at the same time, but we come together when we need to. Individuality, people, or you'd be pigging balls. When you are a sacred rebel, you want to be fully alive and express the authentic truths, your authentic truth, by the way. You want to help heal the world. Yes, we do. Most people do. I've just had an orb come out. I was like, phew. Even when that means shaking things up, yes, because things need to be shook up. People are sleeping. People need their energy shook up. They're not using their energy sources, or they're getting it siphoned off other people. Sacred rebels love life and refuse to believe that manifesting their dreams is impossible, because it's not. It's impossible when you split that word up. And like I said, at the end of the day, yeah, sacred rebel. I forgot what I was going to say then. Sacred rebels love life. Yeah, it is about loving life. And when all this dies down and all that disappears with the virus, people are going to love life more than they did before. And those people who've been a bit reclusive, you're going to get out and you're going to love your life and you're going to live it, because you're not going to be in fear anymore of, what we thought was there before, because there was stuff there, but it's going to be about enjoyment, and people are going to be out communicating in communities and everything. You're going to want to be out. I think a lot of people who've been like a hermit for a long time are going to want to be out. I definitely will be, because people will be in different mindsets. You're finding more people who are on that level now, which they are. That's why there's so many movements going on. So how beautiful is that? How beautiful will it be? So let's go through this deck, and they're not in order or anything like that, but it comes with a guidebook. But I normally do mine intuitively anyway, which is a nice little size, just black and white pictures. Some you get have colouring, but they're not very big pictures, but obviously you've got the cards anyway. So that's just a guidebook, which I don't always look at, but sometimes they do have really good, really deep meaning, so you can look at the book, that's why I read them out sometimes. That's what we are at the moment. Sacred rebels, we definitely are. That's why I had to get this deck. I was like, we're sacred rebels, going against the grain. Exactly. Susie Lee's put sounds exciting. It definitely is. Have we got a little troll in the house? Have we? I don't know. So you've seen some this morning, but I'll show them again, because the fronts of these cards are beautiful. They've all got a picture of this on. That's gorgeous. It's like the universe going on there. See all the DNA and everything. Beautiful. And I haven't got good lighting where I'm sat in a minute, so let's go through them. So the first card is, what do you do? And I'm not going to go into meanings or anything at the minute, because I'm just going to flash through them. There's quite a lot of cards, because there is 45 cards. 45. We got that one. Oh, I need to sit up a little bit. Oh. And we've got, let's go through these. 10, releasing allegiances. You don't have to have allegiances, You can release your allegiance. Yeah, 45 exactly. Because you know the 45th president's a rebel light worker. Oh, yes, he is. 2, inner trust. And if you don't know that, you soon will do. We've got 40, the sacred fool. People think the fool is a fool, but the fool isn't a fool. In the tarot, it's not a fool. Hero's journey, no. 41, bring it into form. Manifestation time, people. Love and light to you all, especially DDD. Oh, thank you, Craig. Dolly, you could make a lovely day. Do you know what, Susie Lee? Kelly has just said today in chat to me on the phone before, because we speak to each other. You need to make an oracle deck. Loads of people ask me. I sort of am in a way, because I've done 2 paintings that look very oracle. So I'm just going to carry on with those little paintings, take pictures, and maybe that's what I'll do. But I'll need quite a lot. Decks are quite big. But yeah, a lot of people have said that. And I probably will. Who knows? Faith in the process. I feel like God-given gifts are coming more known to me. Yes, I will. That's what's going on with a lot of people. So if you're feeling into it, definitely. Yeah, Kelly just said you definitely do. That's what's happening with people. Even Kelly, we talked to each other today, and we were like, people are waking up. People are. I think Kelly said today, didn't you say somebody in your family or someone you know, the feeling the frequencies, the feeling the energy that they've not felt before. So it is happening in the world. I love this one. 34. 4, that's 7. 7 heaven. In the world, not of the world. Exactly. We're in this world, but not of the world. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. Oh, I like this one. Visions of life beyond death. And in the peacock's feathers, it's got eyes in it, if you can see in the peacock's feathers. Like consciousness. Like when I draw my eyes. You know what this card reminds me of? Visions of life beyond death. The death of ego. The death of the old way. Blah, 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 blah. Very wisdomified lady there. And what you're saying in chat. Smart idea, photos of yeah. We've got 24, new birth, guarded. Is it vigilantly? Do you know what I'm like for reading? But new birth, you see in the butterflies there, because it is the transformation of us ascending from caterpillar to a chrysalis. We've been in the dark, we're about to ascend. This one's lovely. This is what a lot of people be doing now over this time before Christmas and into the new year is 38, restore and repellish people. And it's like she's lay on Gaia, you know, get out in nature, people. Get grounding. Who is from DC, town of Errington on here? Don't know. 25, release the dark wound. Let love live. Release, we've been saying this, release that you don't need. See it as a fish, put it into the water, let it swim away. It's all about releasing. It's all about releasing at the minute. 16, what you want wants you. And that reminds me of manifestation. You are what you know, what you speak, what you do. That's why I said if you're attracting nastiness, it's because you're being nasty. If you're attracting a lot of other, you know, negative stuff, it's because you're being negative. If you're bringing a lot of good stuff in, it's because you're being positive and you're pumping out good vibrations and good intentions and so on and so forth. A lot of your drawings in your journals would be awesome. Yeah. Inspiration. Against the grain, against the grain. Somebody's a bit rudy. She's swimming underwater. They're quite divine feminine, these cards. I think they're all women here. 15, big bold vision. We've got big bold visions, people. We've got conscious connections. There's a lot of that going on. And if you look, there's fish in it again. Toy cat, see mirror again. Higher self. Different dimensions, you could say. The otherworldly world. 7, legacy of light. Now this makes me laugh because it's a number 7. The legacy of light. Well, what does that look like to you? Growing from a child to middle age to your wisdom self, which is light. You're growing, you're expanding, you're bringing in. So I say never be afraid to speak your truth and your light, you know, what you like to do, what you are. 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Well, guess what? The hunters are now being hunted, if you get what I'm saying. If you're into Q, we've been watching for a very long time. We've been watching for a very long time. This one's really nice. 26, I love this. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Beautiful. 22, she feels, she knows. She feels, she knows. It's that thing again, yeah, I know. It's that knowing that you can never explain to people because it's a knowing. It's not factual. You can't show facts in it all the time. You've got to go within to experience certain stuff, and then you'll just know. And it doesn't matter if other people don't know. They say in it, it's like, I just know. It's like me and my orbs. I just know. This is the picture that's on the front of the cards. Is 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Remember what we said before about is Ra-Al in the spirit and the mind? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. So your heart's very connected to, you know, that side of things. 28, collaborative dreaming. We're all collaborative dreaming at the minute, if you know what I'm saying. We've got going beyond normal. I think we're all going beyond normal. And if someone says you're not normal, that's like, thank you. That's the biggest compliment ever. If you're called mad, that's the compliment ever. This one's beautiful. It's got a sunflower in it. This one. 37, focus on the light. That's what you should be focusing on. You and your light, what you love to do will bring more light in, creative light, and it will be else as well. 36 is listening for truth. Listening. A lot of people aren't listening, too busy caught up in other stuff. Sit, listen for a while. I love this one as well. 12. Every journey starts with a single step. Don't go on that step on your journey. How will you know? This is why people go, oh, I want to know this and give me facts that will get on your path and start making them steps and start going within and start taking that journey and see what you come up with. And you'll probably come to the same sort of, you know, alignment. 13, power of attraction. Well, we've been talking a lot about attraction, not just, I'm talking like sexual attraction. This is like manifesting, like attracts like as well. Dolly, is the gut feeling from the heart or the mind or just I think your gut feeling comes from your gut, doesn't it? Your solar plex. Is your solar plex? You get that gut feeling, you feel in your heart though. And I just, you process in your mind. But your heart is like a brain. There's so many organs inside you that are like a brain. You feel here when you know, you get gut reaction down here, and you can feel it also here. You can feel vibrations and things here. That's how I sort of see it anyway. And your brain just your mind sort of processes things. People think like it's all up here. It's not, but they all work together. I'm probably saying that wrong, aren't I? But I know what I mean. Heart and brain cohesive. Is that what they call it? Is that right? Is that the right word? All these good energies, like strong and sweet. Oh, thank you, Susie Lee. You know what I mean. That's why sometimes you'd be like, oh, I had that gut feeling. Oh God, it makes me feel sick. Like I knew I was right. When you're feeling into, you get that gut feeling, but when you're feeling into people's energies and stuff like that, I'd say you go from here because you're like, you can feel frequencies and stuff like that. Yeah, coherence. Yeah, heart and brain coherence. It's a bit like the Joe Dispenza stuff and all that. And when you tell people that the heart's like a brain as well, people are like, what? It's like, come and do your research. Getting synchronicities now, 23 people in, 23 thumbs up. What can I say? Numbers. And then we've got number 17. I like number 17. Number 17. What is already gut feeling for me is always me recognising my inner self. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Your gut feeling's always right. That's why you always say, oh, I knew that. I had a gut feeling and I never followed it. Well, me and Kelly were talking about that. Well, I'm trying not to go off topic. Yeah, but you are going off topic and you're bringing that timeline in again, James. So don't keep going on about it because if you think that, we're not going civil war with China at all. It's all been done. So I'm not going to mention it because I said the other day I'm sick of people coming in and bringing the timeline down. You are changing the subject. I'm not talking about that. If you want to go and talk about that, go to the channels that are talking about that. I'm not on that timeline, so it's not manifesting in my world. That's just the news, and the news is full of. Thank you very much. Something like your instinct or intuition, mate. Yeah, your intuition. Your intuition is that the same sort of words to me at the end of the day. Your intuition. It's your intuition. Always trust your intuition, not what people are saying, not what the news is saying. Jesus Christ. You can look at things and then you just into yourself and like, does this feel right? No, right. Well, it's not right. It's not right. Sometimes we all need to take the leap of faith in ourselves, of those that we know. Yeah. So, like I said, bring a timeline in, and I'm not talking about that. It's not in the title, so I'm not talking about that. And a lot of people are still going on about that sort of stuff, and if they are, it's all fear mongering because that's just a timeline they want to be on. 42, the world wants to be written. Well, it is, and this is one of the biggest flipping stories ever told, and it is amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, and then we've got so I'm not telling James off and just like I'm not interested in that sort of chat. 43 will be coming to life because it's been a bit grey. You know, you've got the checkerboard fall going on in the background. This game that we've been playing, some people have been feeling stale, themselves zombie like. Well, she's painting there. You probably can't see painting colour on. See the butterflies again? They are coming back to life. That reminds me of was it Essence song? Bring me back to life. Still got 23 and 23. Used to love that song. 29, seeing the truth. Seeing the true you. Reflections. That's what we're beginning to see. And people are going to begin to see that who are starting to wake and they're going to be like, oh my God, that wasn't really me. I don't want to be that way. And then we got 30, the perfection of your life. Yep. I love that song. Yeah, it's a good song, isn't it? Hi, National Memorial Gardens. How are you? 31, trust yourself. One of the big things, trust yourself. There's a lot of stuff out there that tries to twist your mind, bring different things in. They twist everything up everywhere. Even people, you know, as we know, even people who, you know, there's massive channels out there with, you know, big, massive subscriber bases. Some of them are not, I'm not saying all of them because you can't think like that, but, you know, like the age of Aquarius is, like the end of a cycle. Yeah, they say age of Aquarius as well is air as well. So, which makes me laugh because air, I think of a higher mind, higher states of consciousness. It's been a war on the mind. We all know this. So that makes sense as well. Been a war of the minds for many era. You know, I stay aware of what's going on around me, but I don't live in it. Exactly, Effie, and that's why I was telling people the other day, stop getting caught up in the news. Being aware just means you can look at it and you think, does this feel? No, you don't constantly keep looking at it. That's why I've not been looking at the news. I don't even know what's going on at the minute. I mean, I know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not feeding into what the news are and aren't saying because, like I said, people will say they know and then they feed back into it because they think, well, it's not happening, it's taking time. What is time? Well, this is the way it's being played out. 45, Pandora's gift. Well, that makes me laugh, 45. Pandora's gift. The gifts we are receiving. The gifts you are receiving. She's got a mask there. We're all taking our masks off. And those people will be revealed for what they were. Were they wearing a mask? Were they wearing a mask? Were they wearing a mask? Was it a light mask or a dark mask? Were they playing? What side were they playing? But also, seeing the light. And this one is Heaven Sent. This is beautiful. I mean, what that is just, 33, Heaven Sent, Christ Consciousness, coming out of here, just like film before, which I will put the video up after this on my community page. That's beautiful. See the patterns around there. That's what some of the orbs look like when they come in the app. They do have same geometry, I can never say that word, sort of patterning in them when you blow them up. And that's what it reminds me of, like codes and light and all that sort of stuff. No, this mask is for an art project that I'm going to be telling you about at the end of this. If you want to join in over the Christmas holidays or the New Year, might be something you might want to do. I don't know. I'm doing it and I'll be showing you. 18 is spirals of manifestation, because like I said, spirals of manifestation. Remember the book that we did? Are you spiraling up or spiraling down? Because you'll manifest either or either. Spiral up, people. Keep spiraling. It's a never-ending story. Spiral. Don't think you're going to get to the end. It's going to be like, oh, we're just spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. And Pandora's a jar of a vessel, not a box, and it's similar to the apple in it. Well, yeah, it's a vessel. It's like the Holy Grail. That's a vessel, our bodily vessel. 11, dividing for light. 11, you know when people wake up? 11, wake up call, whoop, whoop. 11, which is 2 and 2 is 22, you know. Or you could say 2, 2020 was 2020 vision. And then we've got 39, which is free from judgment, free to love. Free from judgment, free to love. And it's green and she looks witchy. She looks witchy like the witch out of one of my favourite films, The Wizard of Oz. And I actually saw that in concert in London. Oh God, it was ace. I loved it. My sister took me for my 40th birthday. First time I'd ever been to London. And I didn't like London, sorry, I didn't like it. Too busy for me. And I always think of green, I always think of Gaia, I always think of the Aurora Borealis, which I think is her heart light, her energy. I feel personally, I've said this a few years ago, that light is trapped in the core, and I do think maybe something will, I don't know. Just saying. That's why you'll see a lot of films with, I said to my fella, the magic's always green, so you might think it's bad, but how can green be bad? It's earthly, you know what I mean? Gaia's energy, heart energy. That's why sometimes when people say meditate and, act as if your feet are roots and they go down to the ground, they go right down the heart centre, Gaia's heart. I always see Gaia's heart as a green, like emerald crystal, because that's how personally I just visualise it. People might see it as pure, like quartz crystal. I don't know. People have different ways of doing things. Same sort of things, different colours, different crystals, whatever. Wizard of Oz is a story retold. Yeah, I was just saying today, Stacey Lee, that every story is the same story. It's just the characters are different, this, that, and the other. A lot of people don't know that Snow White, I was telling a friend today, Snow White is a film, or it's a story of the planets. 7 dwarfs are the 7 planets. It's people don't realise that some of the Disney stuff is not what they think it is, and it's the same stories told in the Bible. This, that, and the blah 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 blah. You go on and on and on. 6, shock of the new. Well, this is what's happening. Shock of the new. Shock of the new ways, the new world. People, not their new world order, by the way, totally different. People go into fear. Oh, there's that star. People go into fear when something new, a new job, a new boss is coming, they go into fear, but it's nothing to be feared. That star there is the one that I saw. Oh, no, it isn't, because that's 6. No, I saw 8, so yeah, it's not that one. We saw this today was, going back on the ones we saw this morning, was 27 receiving. you're going to be receiving a lot of your own gifts and messages from spirit realm, everything. So, and then we've got 20, which is softly, softly, the tender touch. Now, I think a 2020, here's the cue, 2020 and 2020 vision. It's been the softly rippling effect to wake people up. We thought it was like quite harsh to bash them on the head, but it has been the softly, softly, the tender touch. And she's crying, this woman. Well, it has been difficult. People have got upset, you know what I mean? But Dolly Daydream, sorry I'm late. Oh, don't worry, I know when I know we don't get, you know, you don't get messages and stuff like that. It's messages over the mark, Dolly. Yeah. And I think it was Roseanne, because Effie's put it in chat. I think it was Roseanne who had the chat with Billy Phillips. Said something about, oh, what was it now? Let me think. Yeah, about the awakening. Like I said before, I have people who are not awake to this stuff and they go, yeah, well, why would people have to wait? Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't that interview. No. It was something else. It was something else I was listening to, and it was a Judaism thing. I can't remember what the book. If anyone went to see it, I don't know if Susie Q seen it. When Roseanne was talking to Billy Phillips, he mentioned the book of the Khazar. Is it the was that what it is? And then it popped up of people talking about it, and they were saying, yeah, Zohar, whatever Susie Q's just put in. And then a video came up about people who talk about that, and they were saying, why would the world have to go through this awakening? Like, quite shocking, or seeing all the evil. And I've said this to people before, and they didn't get it because they're all like, love the light, you can't do that, it's going to destroy us. Not even people in the spiritual community, people in the physical are like, I don't understand it, why would you do that, it's so evil. It's like, it's not, because when you see the dark, as I've said before, it will push you to the light. It will push you to get rid of all your ego and all your shit, and it will push you to the light. It will. So it seems harsh, but it's not. It's like that tough love thing. It will push you. That's what the dark does, pushes you to the light anyway, unless you really die and you want to stay there. This one we showed before, Love This Dream, a beautiful dream. Well, we're all doing it, and that's why you can just imagine Earth looking like this, and beautiful. And I literally saw in a meditation where there was points of light, which were us, switching on, so it was just lit up, so you could say, yeah, Earth's lit up like a star, rebirth star. People say, "How's a dying star?" More like rebirth to star, but normally what they say is the complete opposite and the wrong way around. So, 5 is follow your own rhythm. That's what you should be doing anyway. We can agree to disagree, but it's what your intentions are at the end of the day. I got this one today, this one, because it is definitely me. Defend to the end the worthwhile. It's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be worthwhile. Everything we've gone through, especially this year, the worthwhile of people back in the day, it's going to be worth it, people. That's what you've got to hold on to. It's going to be worth it. I can't believe, not in the spiritual side of things, but even with the Q journey, it's nearly 4 years or whatever it is it that? It's like, I can't believe we're like, I remember at the beginning thinking, when's this? And it's like, at the beginning, they're not when. You remember, we're holding it. And now it's like, yeah. And then the last one, after the storm. After the storm comes the light. After the storm comes rainbows. After the storm comes better weather. So stop fearing people. Wisdom. So these are a really beautiful to anyone who's into them, or just love really nice artwork, or just actually like people doing reviews to see the pictures. But you will be seeing these pop up a lot more, because I'm a little sacred rebel, like a lot of us on here and everywhere else, knowing or unknowing, because it doesn't mean you're not doing the light just because you're not, you're not awake to some stuff. People do it naturally, and I've just got affirmation in chat because it was 25 in and 25 thumbs up before, so there you go. So yeah, I've a bit of my ginger tea again. So witches and wizards and shamans, we all are, whatever you want to say, we're all doing it. We're all doing it. We're all consciously connecting. You don't have to be at the minute out doing that. It's great, but it's happening anyway. But yeah. Oh, and anyone who's just come in recently, I will just plug myself, my little businessy handmade business. But this is the lovely cow. cow book journal that I have made, somebody handmade, tea stained paper. And I did say to Kelly, I'll be doing a lot more of these. I'll be doing some lovely spiritual, witchy sort of gypsified, they'll have crystals on and stuff, books if you're interested for writing your meditations down, journaling, putting all your lovely little loveliness of magic and things that you like to write down in the books. And then that was the one. This person has got both of them, but I'll be doing some more sort of ones with my pictures on, you know, of the angels and stuff. Yep. Manifesting works. God, we are from ancient script. Exactly. God's we are from ancient script. Exactly. And that's where I said again, for anyone who's coming in, what you're saying, plant a chunk of ginger in a grow bag. Easy, and you'll never need to buy one. Oh, plant a chunk. I've got a chunk of it. Can I just cut a bit off? I've regrown things before. Can't wait for you to create the new ginger. Can't let me off. You know how creative I get, so I love that. Never waver from your light and stand in your truth, or we'll see you from afar. Exactly, Effie, and that's why I've said I don't waver. I can agree with people to agree to not to disagree. That's fine. It doesn't mean anything. It just means different perspectives. Ginger and oh yeah, ginger. I forgot to put oh yeah, lemon. Can't call it tea. It's good. Yeah, this has just got I put some lemon in it. This has got ginger, natural ginger in there, cut up. So it's not tea bags, people, because if you didn't know, it's good getting fruity tea, but the actual tea bags, I think, have crap on them, like they're not. So I prefer making my own. So you get a strainer. I've got ginger and honey, but yeah, I didn't think of the lemon. That'd be nice. We've got to be more alkaline, haven't we? Alkaline. Tried growing ginger, massive fail. Oh no. So for the people who may have come in again, like I said, the star stands for, again, because I just love this, and I knew this a while back anyway, you know, as above, so without, and then people say as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Israel, that's why I think they named Israel. They name things in different places for different things and different sacrifices of us and shit, and if you know about all that, you'll understand what I'm saying. If you don't, I guess you won't. And people might come in going, hey, it's not like that. It's like, just agree to disagree there. So Ra, sun. Is stands for spirit, and Ra stands for mind. Like I said, them two realms coming together, balanced together, a manifest of consciousness represented. L is Ra-El. L stands for which is God within, because God is within all of us. And the fact that the Merkaba, the fact that my nana had this, she ain't Jewish, by the way, but again, I think we all are, if we're all children of God, you know what I'm saying, if you get what I'm saying. She got this on a holiday somewhere, I don't know, but it just makes me laugh as how connected I was to my nana, and I know she's about, and I know she's been about for ages, obviously. I was have this, and I took it off my mum and said, I really need that. This is the chain it was on, and my mum's like, oh yeah, I don't know where she got and I'm like, yeah, but I need it, because she knows I was very connected to her mother, and I was connected a bit more to my mum's mad. It sounds to my mum, because mum's a bit like, don't believe in certain stuff and this, that, and the other, but I think she just had this because she likes it. But isn't it funny where it all leads me back to here, which I always believed in anyway with alchemy, because that's what it's about. And I end up with my nana's star. And when my nana passed away in 2017, by the way, when I woke up again, the song that we played at her funeral was Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Eva Cassidy. Whoa. And it was a gorgeous day that day. Somewhere Over the Rainbow, because she is. That's a Rainbow Bridge spirit realm. So everything's linking up, you know. I just feel really happy about stuff. Have astrology book by Lynn, but in English, and it goes into Moons and Mercury, Venus, yeah, and I finally figured out how to use it. Yeah, I think people might be looking at stuff and figuring out it, because I've got books like that, figuring out how to use it. Maybe they looked at it years ago and they're like, oh, I don't know. I've got a few alchemy books. I've got a solitary witch book, which is brilliant. It's got a lot of stuff in there, you know. Oh, talking about jokes, I'm just sat with this in front of my face. Still not got through it because It's one of them things, and I hate saying this. I know how to do it anyway, but I like having the books. And I give this to my mum last Christmas, and I know she hasn't read it. No, it was the one before. It was the placebo effect, because I thought if she learned a few things, she'd be able to heal herself and she'd be able to stop thinking stupid things. But this is Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. This is what I was saying about the heart and brain coherence is, and people look at that sign and go, oh my God, it's evil, it's alchemy. No, this is the healing sign. Your DNA. Ooh, I see this as like, being enlightened, rising. We know about this Kundalini and stuff like that, but rising when you get your wings, because you're ascending in your consciousness, the pineal gland, and you're crowned by your crown chakra. Do you know what I'm saying? So people need to, look into stuff, but it's that what would it mean to become supernatural? We are super, we are natural. Like I said before, they put it out in films to say supernatural is evil. No, it's not. That's what they put out in films. What if you could train your brain to tune into the frequencies beyond our material world? So if you haven't got this book, you might be interested in maybe reading it. Joe Dispenza is really good. Change your brain circuitry, because we all know electricity, and alchemy, to access, transcend levels of awareness and transform your very biologically to enable profound healing. There's many ways of doing it, do you know what I mean? And it's whatever suits you, because something you might go to might not do it for you, might do it a bit more, and other things don't. So you've got to find what suits you and what you resonate more with. So it's there if you want to look. But it's Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural. Or maybe you want to give it as a present to someone, because it might just get them into, so that's a good. I've got books all over the house. What's it now? Yoga. Also, another great book that I showed Kelly today, which I have shown before, and my sister doesn't watch me on YouTube, so that's fine. I've got this book anyway. Ladies, this is such a great book for winter. The Women Who Run with Wolves. You want to get that? Ooh, women, you want to get this book. It's brilliant. Myths and stories of the wild women. We're all wild women. That's what a witch is, a wild woman. The women who knew the energies of so on and so forth. That's what a witch knows. We're not talking about old Brahma bitch, the witch in America who is, like a Satanist, that evil thing going on there with spirit cooking shit. No, she's just from the dark side. Dark and light, people, dark and light. A deeply spiritual book, she honours what is tough, smart and untamed in women. I'm untamed, that's why I say I stand my ground. 27 and 27 validation right in there. Dolly Santa Claus is sacred. Yeah, I know it is, John. I've watched a lot of Santos Bonici's really great at all that, and John X off what's it called, Charlie Feet. I know about all of that. Yep. And I don't watch a lot on it anymore because I've been through all that and totally get it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's correct, John. Yeah, and that's when you think of the Christmas Chronicles again with the Santa thing, and they go, oh, there's loads in it. But yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. Like I said, you normally resonate with who you resonate with and who you understand to get these things out. But yes, I've come across that. The Woman Who Ran with Wild Wolves, that is interesting. Book definitely highly recommended. Yeah. It's not the woman it's not the woman who run with wild wolves, or is that another book? This is Women Who Run with the Wolves. Or is that another book, or did you think that's what I just said? Women Who Run with the Wolves. So ladies, you're a bit witchy, a bit wild, sacred, get this book, brilliant read. I'm not through it all yet because I've got loads of different books on the go, and I've got to stop doing that because then I forget what I'm reading. I'm like, because I do love reading, especially in winter. I've got The Heart of the Christos over there as well. A lot of people know about this book. We've got books dotted about everywhere. My house is like a big library. Oh yeah, sorry, before I go, this mask, I'm going to paper mache on it because I said it looks like something out of Jason. Don't like it. And it's just a cheap £1 paper mask, but I'm going to be showing something on this on Monday. I'm not telling you what it is yet, but you may need one of these and you may need to do a bit of paper mashing or not, it doesn't really matter, but I will be doing. But if you're ever about, especially in the UK at the works, or you're picking anything up for Christmas, just grab one or maybe a couple, and it might be just something you may want to do at a certain time. I'm not saying do it now or do it next week when you've got time, but I'll be showing you what I'll be doing with it. I won't be showing you what I'm doing with it on Monday, but I'll probably be telling you what I'm going to do with it, and I'll probably show you at another point. And it will go up on my Instagram anyway, so if you want to check things that I'm posting on my Instagram, I am Dolly Daydream on Instagram, so Dolly Llama Designs, where all my creative stuff goes. So yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my decks. I'm going to have a nosy at them in a minute before I go to bed. And like I said, I was read by wolves. Does that help? Yeah, it does, Edward. To all, no matter what's going on in the world, from the 21st December, stay in a positive focus. Yeah, I'd say it's Happy Hanukkah today. Like I said, I explained that earlier. It is meaning of sort of like bringing in the light. It stands for the victory of light, which is happening, and it's now till the 18th, I believe, so you can do a candle, but really it's just being aware of the lights in and feeling into it, and then you're going to bring it into you. And then obviously on the 21st we've got that as well, so I'd say just keep your vibrations high. When they go down, get them back up again, start feeling and start switching off to other things, because you might not. I got the shakes thing the other day again, so feeling into energies and stuff would be good. I'm just wondering if we could get anything in here before I go, if I can get this light up. And I've also been seeing a lot of people, I'd get this anyway, a lot of people I watch, I'll always, whatever channels, I'll always see orbs, starting to see orbs in their chats, which is great. A lot of high vibrant energy, but I'm just trying to see if this light would bring anything in. Do you remember when we used to get them live on my computer? It was brilliant because the light was good there, but this ring light's tiny, it's my son's. Let's have a look if I can we bring any light in. Any orbs? We used to get them all the time. Oh, did you? Oh, good astral thief. I think that's a good thing. I've been hearing a lot of people saying they're giving up weed. I saw someone on Instagram the other day said they're giving it up and they feel better without it because they don't really think it's into the proper things that they want to. They don't need it anymore. You know, coming out of that thing. And someone I know close to me, next year to stop it, you know, dead in its track. I can't because all the chats up. Sometimes I see it and look back and I'm like, oh, sit back a little bit. Finn was like this today. He's like, I will put the video up after on the community page of Finn, and you'll see light come out here. And he's like, just want people to something like live with kindness. I was like, oh. Don't know where to put the light. Hang on, it's seeing auras. Can you see me, aura? I know what colour my aura is. I've seen it. It'd be good to try and get them on the other camera again. It'd be good. Anyway, I did ask you a question actually. How are you all feeling? How have you been feeling this week? Because it's Friday tomorrow, so you'll love this video when you see it. He does get cut off when he says about colours, but he said he saw blue, purple, and green, and he sees it with his eyes shut, his eyes not shut, and I'd be like, I can see orbs here now. Wow. Yeah, which I think green, heart chakra, blue, purple. But it's a really cute message. That's why I'm going to put it up on my community page straight after this. Feeling relaxed, did some tidying and organised some of my craft mess. talk about that, Lois, because I've got to do that this weekend or tomorrow because it's an absolute mess. But I have had like Christmas stuff in there and that it's just like, ugh. But I know there's a clearing out of, like I said, we're clearing out, but it's clearing out of the house that needs clearing as well. The birds have got a big new house. I've got to get rid of the other bird cage, clean it off and sell it. And my fella said today, do you know what? It's like Trump Towers. It's that big. I went, that's it. I'm calling it Trump Towers. I'm like, the birds Trump Towers. Okay, I'm off. Yeah, I smell like as Night Captain Sea Celt. To your right. To my right, to my right. I'm kicking butt today, Dolly. Good. I'm just trying to see if I can get anything on this light, but I try palming, hands over eyes, control your colours, get good. I see it is again. Yeah. Like I said, I had a star in today, a star. 8-pointed star. Trying to figure out where I put this light when they used to come in. If anyone remembers, it was good. Is that I can't see because of the Anyway, I'm going to go. I was just trying to look. Maybe I'll have to try and get on the internet was down, so I was going to try and go on the computer today because that's when they used to. I don't know if anyone remembers when we used to get. I don't know if you were in chat then, Suzy Q, and used to do that. They used to come all the time because I had a big ring light. It was really, really, really good. Effie will remember, and Sue will remember. But so anyway, I'm going to go. Are you off to sleep too? I'm off to read now. So I'm going to get another ginger tea. I'll have a bit of lemon in it with my little owl. Look at that little owl. Anyone in the UK, it was from Morrison's. Just sits on there like that. So if you would like to make a coffee donation to Dolly, you can put it. It's in the live chat. The link to PayPal, and somebody did the other day, and I only saw it the other day. They know who they are because I've messaged them today. So thank you very much for a coffee donation. Thank you very much for a nice energy exchange. And I will see you most likely. You know this never happens because I'll probably end up popping on. But most likely, maybe I won't because I've got Finn this weekend and we're doing stuff and blah 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 and visiting and Christmas things and stuff. Busy trying to clear up the house, like Minecraft mess and this, that and the other. Bits and bobs like that. So it most likely will be Monday. I'll be showing you what I'm doing with this. Showing our true colours. Showing you what I'm doing with this. And I'm going to be doing a big chat on something on Monday, so I'll leave that for Monday and you'll have to see what it's about and telling you a few things as well. So, green on your left and purple on your right. Oh. What? Yeah, night, Kelly, to you too. Have a fantastic weekend. Yeah, all have a fantastic weekend. It's Friday tomorrow, so just think in the morning. Here's one for you. I think I put this out on Instagram today. I'm going to be using this. Say to people, have a high vibrational day. High vibrational Thursday today. Tomorrow it's going to be a high vibrational Friday. Keep your vibes up. We are doing this. There's new energies coming in all the time. Keep it up. Just keep that in your mind. Like, yep. Got a feel into this. Like I said, if you've got notebooks, diaries, journals, start writing things down. How you're feeling, what you're feeling coming in, this, that, and the other. It's just nice to keep the records sometimes. Because this is a positive record, not stuff from the past. Like I said, you can burn that, get rid of it, bringing in new. So thanks all for coming in and letting me show my Sacred Rebels Oracle, because we're all the Sacred Rebels, you lot in chat. Vibe tribe going on there. High vibing, higher love, yeah. And that song was in my head again this week. Bring me a higher love, ooh. Bring a higher love, yeah. If you feel like singing songs like that, just sing out loud. Sing out loud, it's vibration. So, I'm going to go now. I've got stuff to do, things to read, things to drink, and I will see you very soon. So, check you all very soon. Bye.